And here we are back again, and we have a few people over there just munching on that wonderful Armenian food, and are my poor guests right now, they have to wait. Well, that's the way it goes. So anyway, I have my hat on, and thank you for bringing a hat for me.
Very nice.
Am I a sort of a conductor of the day?
Conductor in training. Let me hear your all aboard.
All aboard?
Very nice. Very nice.
Good enough. It passes. Yeah.
And Cucamonga. The old Jack Benny, I think it was. That did that. So, anyway, we are on the show today, and so happy to have the Polar Express people. My grandkids love and they're a little bit older now, but they still talk very fondly about the Polar Express. So let's find out where the Polar Express is going to be and how you can get tickets. But right now, next to me, I have Mark, and Mark is the Passenger Services Director, and you do lots of other stuff.
Lots of other stuff, too, including the Polar Express.
Polar Express, right.
That's the most exciting time of year for me,
Isn't
though.
it? Isn't it fun?
Yes.
And Conductor Ed.
Yes.
And you have been doing this how long?
This is my second year.
Second year, okay.
Love it. It's great.
Isn't it great to see the kids?
It's a lot of fun.
Get so happy. Now, did your conductor hat always come with holly on it?
No, that's a little added thing my wife did for me.
Oh, nice. Good for her. I hope she checks that out as well.
That's right.
And Luisa, she comes on and she helps to promote this. Tell us a little bit about the Polar Express. I don't know who wants to start, but the Polar Express, and where do you get on? Where do you get off? How long is the ride? Give the viewers an idea. You want to start?
Well, the Polar Express, we depart from Saratoga, right at the Amtrak station there in Saratoga. We have 5:30 and 7:30 departures nightly, Tuesday through Sunday. The 5:30 departure is great for families because you're back in the station by 6:30, home in time for dinner, and get the kids to bed on time. The 7:30 departure.
So the ride is about an hour?
It's a 1 hour ride, yeah.
Okay.
We make it all the way to the North Pole and back in 1 hour. We power those locomotives with the leftover hot chocolate, so
I think so.
It gets us there pretty quick. We can make that trip.
All that sugar.
Yes, absolutely, yes. You know how the kids are on sugar. Imagine a locomotive on sugar. So it gets us there pretty quick. And even the 7:30 departure, you can come after dinner. You're back in the station by 8:30, and again, get those kids home in time for bed.
Yeah, what a great event this is. And Conductor Ed, what do you do with the kids? I understand that you might get a guest conductor.
Oh, I get some guest conductors.
In training?
Sure, yep, and you might be one of the lucky ones. We'll get you up there some night.
Yeah, I got my hat. I'm ready.
I'd be excited, yeah. No, it's a great adventure. You know, the highlights of one of the things that I do is punch tickets. I enjoy it. It's the golden ticket. In fact, I've got a golden ticket for you.
Is this a Willy Wonka thing?
I don't think it's a Willy Wonka, but there's a nice ticket for you.
Okay.
So, and that's what
now,
I do.
And this is Believe.
That's Believe,
yeah.
So that's a special for you.
Yeah. Now, what's the gold ticket? Tell me about that.
That's something that the kids have, and it's their ticket to ride the Polar Express to the North Pole.
Okay.
And I punch the tickets on the way up and keep them good and occupied.
And this is how you punch it with Believe in it?
Well, no, I'll punch their names most of the time.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Stop.
Yeah, no. You don't want to get me going here.
He can punch your name.
Yeah. What I start off with, is I have you spell your name.
Okay.
So what's your first letter of your name?
A.
What's the second letter?
N. I gave him an easy one.
N's are always difficult for me to do. And what's the third letter?
N.
Any others?
No, I made it easy for you.
There you go.
Look at that.
Well, look at that. And it does say Ann on it. And so you do that to all the kids?
I do that to all the kids.
Okay, even for Stanislaus?
Exactly. And that's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I've got to get Mark to make me a few extra long tickets for next year.
Extra long one. Louisa, how long have you been involved with this fabulous project?
Since we first launched our Polar Express with the Saratoga and North Creek Railway in 2011. This is my third year.
Right. Now we're talking about the Polar Express because we're really trying to get kids. What is more exciting for a kid than a train? And we're going to find out more with our next guest about how they can see those little trains, but this is a big one.
This is a big train. This is the real deal, yes.
Yeah, and now, in getting kids involved with it, to me, it's so exciting to get on a train and to hear that, get that motion going. But you don't only do this for the Polar Express, you do it for other things.
That's right. We actually, the Saratoga and North Creek Railway runs all year long. Right after Polar Express is finished on December 29th, we take just a few days to retrofit our train for our snow train, which starts January 3rd.
A snow train?
Snow train. Now that's the full-length excursion.
You have like the cow catcher on the front to blow the snow off?
Probably would be helpful with the snow that happens up in the North Creek area.
Isn't that what they used to call them, the cow?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And that train will go from Saratoga all the way to North Creek. Then people can spend the day in North Creek skiing, sledding, snowboarding, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or just sitting in a restaurant with a glass of wine. And
well, we took that ride. I'll tell you that. We took the ride. It was really very nice. And it was funny because we were coming back, I think, and on the way back, a big log had fallen across the tracks, and we had to go out and move.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. We run that train all the way up through the woods along the Hudson River,
Yeah,
so that
it
does
was
happen
a
sometimes.
wonderful ride, and it was really exciting because people would go, "Oh, really?" You know. So it kind of gave an added excitement to make it a real train ride.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And we have full restaurant service, linen table service in our dome cars, wait staff. You can get breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yeah. Now the dome cars, I understand most of those tickets are gone, right?
For weekends, I understand. For the Polar Express, I understand we are at sold out or close to it. But there's, as Mark explained, with our midweek trips, our Tuesday through Thursday, I believe there are still upper dome, and the dome is actually a double decker.
Okay.
So I believe there are still seats available for that. And the coach cars are vintage coach cars.
I know they are.
And
They're
for
wonderful.
those who have really loved the story, the original story of the Polar Express and the Tom Hanks movie,
Yeah.
our coach cars actually look like the interior of
the movie. Yeah.
They really do, and they add a lot to that, especially if you have a large party traveling together. It makes it very comfortable for people.
And I mentioned about just if you can't get to the Polar Express, but you want to take a train ride, this is really great because the people on the train are so knowledgeable about the history, and they talk about Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, there's so much to learn about the history behind this train ride.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've added a few things. We mentioned about the guest conductor, and I would love to have you as a guest conductor next year. We've expanded our guest conductor program for this year to include junior conductors. We ran a special event on November 11th, and we had a drawing at the Saratoga station where we selected 3 children who would be junior conductors. We had our first one last week, an 8-year-old boy from Saratoga.
Oh, cool.
And we have a little girl from, from Wilton, and another boy, I think, from Scotia, maybe it was. And they're going to each be riding one evening with 2 guests with our compliments, and they get to shadow Conductor Ed and do their all
Ed.
They've got
aboards.
me.
Check-
With his holly on his
tickets.
hat.
Right. They have their own junior conductor hat and everything they get to keep. Yes.
Well, this is a really exciting event, and for those of you who have lived in the area a while, you know about the Polar Express ride. For those who you are new in the area, and this show does go out to the entire community, Capital District area, please check it out because and if you're a grandparent, there's nothing more fun than bringing your grandkid out for this, and let the parents do all the stuff they need to do, baking and stuff, and do that. So.
Can I add
one more thing?
We have 2 special Schenectady connections this year.
Okay.
One is that we've partnered with the My-Sci Museum, and I'm thrilled
They're
to
gonna be
see
on
that
next,
Mac is on today. Sharing, because they have a train exhibit coming up, we're sharing and helping them promote their train exhibit, and they're helping us promote Polar Express. The other thing is, we have our Santa mailbox this year that we just started, and we have about 7 of them in the Capital District, and one is actually moving around downtown Schenectady.
Oh, cool.
Over the next 4 weeks. So if you go to our website, which you have on our billing, you can see a map of where that mailbox is going to be. And the children who put letters in there, we're collecting those.
And they
it
go to the
goes
North Pole.
on the Polar Express and goes to the North Pole every week.
How cool. Check it out. please do yourself a favor and have some fun this year with the Polar Express. Make it an annual tradition. And thank you all for being here so much. May I keep the cat hat for just until Max Sudduth is done, because I feel as though I need to do it for the trains here. So anyways, and they're going to go have some good Armenian food when they leave. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Max Sudduth will be with us, and we're going to be talking about trains and toys and oh my, stay tuned.